Hello, I'm Lynn Finch with another weekly episode of the No-Cash Allowance. In our society, most kids, young kids, know what money does long before they know how it works or what it actually is. Starting an allowance with preschoolers will be educational for years. My 3-year-old had 15 years of hands on money management before she graduated from high school. By age 3, kids can grasp basic money concepts, and by age 7, many of their money habits are already established. A reference book critic said of my book, "It is a great system for teaching children to handle money. It is easy to understand and deals with the subject in a very realistic and contemporary way. The examples of dialogue between a parent and child are excellent. They help create a picture of what a real life situation in conversation with children." In those preschool years, it's a great time to do show and tell with money. You can start by showing your child money in the form of cash, but money is also a credit card, money is a debit card, money is a gift card. They all represent money, money as a number. You can tell how these different types of money work. When you use cash, it's visible, you can see it. If they see you writing a check, you're writing out the numbers and the information as to who the money goes to. When you're using a debit card, the money is coming out of your bank account. When you use a credit card, you are in effect borrowing money for a month and then you're going to pay it back. And electronic fund transfers, you might do at the computer, and you might tell your child, when I'm doing this, I'm telling the bank to send some money over to this business to pay for a bill. It's another time with young kids to start the money talk and using words that you can be consistent with and will help them understand. You can talk about an account. They will have a little written account. That is their account that tells what their money is and what they've been using it for. The line at the bottom, the number at the bottom, is a balance. That tells them how much money is left. And when you write or they write their allowance in there, it's a form of direct deposit. The money is going in there as a number, but not as cash. And when they get paid, you can talk about that. That could be their allowance day. When they get paid, their money comes into their account as a number. And where does the money come from? Well, the weekly allowance is set. We set it by age. And then there was additional things. They could do some chores, age-appropriate chores, to get other money. And then they are going to probably receive other money in the form of gift cards from friends and relatives. And it would be good to also write down those numbers so those kids know how much money they actually have. And when you talk about the money going in, you can say money in, money out, put in, take out. So they begin to understand what's happening. And you can explain that you are the banker. You are the one that can supply cash when they need it. And you also help them make sure their account is correct. And if they want to shop with cash, they will withdraw. They will withdraw the money from the account, and the number that shows their balance will get smaller. That's that adding and subtracting again. You want to also talk about how important it is to keep your money safe. And you can explain what you do, how you take care of your credit cards and your debit cards and gift cards, and how you take care of your cash. It's also really interesting to show kids what receipts look like. If they go shopping with you and buy something, you can come home and circle that number on the receipt, and then when that number is subtracted from their account, they can see what happens. And learning to keep receipts and look at receipts is a good practice. Again, when they make a money decision, their balance is going to change. Mark Cuban tells us being a smart shopper is the first step to getting rich. and your little kids can start to be smart shoppers. Shopping with one's own money is a big thrill for a little kid. A 5-year-old who tracks weekly deposits as a number will make over 600 deposits before they're in high school. And when kids go shopping, what they can do, and they are very capable of this, is make a decision. They can first of all make a decision, do I want to take cash, or will mom be my facilitator and then I subtract at home? But the most important thing they want to know is, do I have enough money? And for that, you look at the number. Yes, this number is bigger than the number on that item you want to buy. So yes, you have enough money. Or they might look at something where the number isn't as big as their number. No, you don't have enough money. Maybe you can wait until next week, and then you would have more money. So they can make decisions, and we should let them. They're little, they're excited, they're doing something that grown-ups do because they want to be like grown-ups. So letting them shop for things for themselves is a great learning experience. And when your kids track all their money as a number, they become better money managers. The No-Cash Allowance book explains the system and how to use it with kids from preschool through high school. The videos talk more about the why this is important and what changes you might expect when you use some of these strategies. My anecdote today is one of my favorites. My grandson was shopping at a gift store. They were at an amusement park, I think, and he found something he wanted to buy, and it was an overpriced trinket. They're all over in the gift stores, but he had enough money to buy it, and his mom wasn't going to say anything because she knew he had to learn the lesson of buying this, because she remembered what she did as a little girl when she was growing up with her own no-cash allowance. She bought a toy that she absolutely had to have, and she got it home and she played with it once and never played with it again. And she said, I tried to not say anything. I just had to not say anything. I had to let him do it. And he bought the little trinket and he got home and probably forgot about it in 10 minutes. But it was his money, his decision. He couldn't come back to her and say, why did you let me buy that? It was his decision and his lesson. And it's a harmless lesson, and it's a great learning lesson. The link to the corresponding blog is in the description below. And next time, we're going to talk about how 6 to 12-year-olds grow their money management ability. Thanks for listening.